Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to computer science class after vacations. I hope all are fine. And before vacations, we have started file handling. Today, we just do a quick revision of text files and binary files and the operations we perform on the files, and then we start binary files. So, what are files? Files are simply a named place in which we store sequence of related data in the disk. So what are files? Files are the place on a disk where we store data. In Python, files are simply stream of data. And the basic operations we perform on the files are first naming a file, and then you can give any name to your file, then opening a file by using a open function, then reading data from the file by using various reading operations like read line and read line. Then the next operation is writing data in the file by using write operations like write and write line method. Then we close a file by using a close function. So these are the basic operations we perform on the files. And file processing, the basic operations for file processing are creating a file, traversing a file for displaying the data on the screen, appending data in the file means updating the file, and the inserting data into the file. Then we delete data from the file, we can create a copy of the file, and we can update the data in the file, etc. These are the basic operations we perform on files. Now there are two types of files. First is a text file. First is a text file and second is a binary file. Text file is considered as a sequence of line, and the data we store in the text files is in the form of ASCII or Unicode. And in text file we also require EOL, end of the line, means when we write a line, and for showing the stop means end of the line, for showing the end of the line we use /n. The text files are stored in human readable forms, and they can also be created using a text editor. Then we have a binary file. Binary file contains data in the form of 0 and 1, and in binary files we store mostly images, audios, videos, GIF files, JPGs, etc. And in binary files we do not require EOL, end of the line, and Python provides special modules for encoding and decoding of the data for a binary file, that is a pickle module. And the extension of the binary file is .dat, and the extension of the text file is .txt. And for opening and closing files we use open function or a file function to open a file, and a close function to close a file. The various file access modes are read mode, and R for text file, and RB for binary files. Access mode means the way we are accessing the data stored in the file, and we use three modes. First is a read, second is a write, and third is the append mode. And for reading text from a binary file we use RB, and for reading data from a text file we use R mode, and for reading data from a binary file we use RB. In the same way, these are the access modes. R plus means reading and then writing. RB plus means reading and write mode from a binary file. W means writing text into a file. WB means text and binary file write mode. W plus means text file read and write mode. W plus means text and binary file read and write mode. And A is for append text file at the end of the file. If the file does not exist, it creates the file. So these are the modes. And by default, if you open a file, and by default the mode for opening a file is read mode. Now come to the binary files. In binary files we have two methods, pickling and unpickling, and this is done through a pickle module. In Python we use pickle for structured data such as list or directory to a file. Pickling refers to the process of converting the structure to a byte stream before writing to a file, and unpickling is the vice versa. In unpickling, while reading the contents of the file, a reverse process is called, means we convert the byte streams back to the original streams. So pickling means when you have write something, first you convert that information into byte streams, then you can store that in a file. And unpickling is the reverse method. In this we have to read the data, so first we convert that byte stream into the human readable form and then we read that. So these are the two processes we done in binary file, pickling and unpickling. And for doing read and write operations on binary file, first of all we have to import the module pickle module, and then we use the methods of pickle module for reading and writing. Dump method and load method, for using dump method and load method we have to import the pickle module, and only then we can use these two methods for reading and writing in a binary file. First is the dump method. Dump method is used to write any object or a data in a binary file. So always remember, dump method is used for writing information in a binary file, and dump method is only used when we import a pickle module. Syntax of a dump method is dump object comma file object. Object is the value you want to write, and file object is the file in which you want to write. So this is the program. In this way we can write a text into a binary file. First of all we have import a pickle module, then we have taken a list, then we open a file in a WB, means write mode, and we are using a binary file, that's why we have written WB. Then we write pickle.dump, and list1 is the object which we are writing into the file, and if is the file file variable where we have opened the list.dat file, and then we close the file. Now this is the output. Information is added to the binary file. When you save this program, and you can run this program by using a F5, then you get the output, information added to the binary file. Same way we can read data from a binary file by using a load method. Load method is used to read the binary file, and for reading data from a binary file, first of all we will import a pickle module, then we open a file from which we have to read in a read mode. Then we use a load method, pickle.load, then print the content of the binary file and then close the binary file. When you run this program, you get the output. The content of the binary file is this. So in this way we can perform read and write operations on a binary file. Thank you.